The cost of housing migrants in New York City, well, you already know it's going up.
Right now, Mayor Adams is looking for new shelter locations after several sites were shut down because of safety violations. The FDNY went in there and said it's not safe for the migrants. Meanwhile, the administration also looking at outdoor spaces for the more than 65,000 asylum seekers currently in the city's care. Joining us to talk about this crisis is Councilman Ari Kagan. He represents parts of Brooklyn, also part of the Common Sense Caucus. We could use some of that around here. Councilman, nice to have you here. So reports this morning that the mayor is considering tent cities, giving the migrants their own little tents, I guess, to put somewhere in the parks. What do we know about this?
We know one thing that constantly mayor saying, city hall saying, all options are on the table. And it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. So current situation is completely unsustainable from any point of view. And don't tell me about compassion. I'm immigrant myself, I'm a refugee myself, but I came to America in the right way. I was vetted, everything, my background, like health checks, that's everything. Now, like no questions asked, everybody is welcome.
So I know that you have been very outspoken about your support of the NYPD. You're in a contentious race in Brooklyn right now. The NYPD supports you. Do you feel like there's been a change in how people respond to the NYPD? I mean, a few years ago, everybody, you know, a lot of people were talking about defunding the police. Is that sentiment over with after what we've gone through in our town?
Every door I'm knocking, every neighborhood I'm visiting, everybody wants more police officers, not less. Right now we have around 33,000 police officers. It's less than even 3 years ago when we had 36,000 police officers. Clearly we need many more police officers. And the last budget we passed, billions of dollars for migrants, but not enough money to hire more police officers.
We'll talk about the budget, though, because you're saying more police officers, but the city budget, the mayor is saying we got to take away from it. We're going to need to cut 15% of these services. How are you going to do that with the migrants, paying for that?
That's why, like in our city council, we have a chair of the finance committee. His name is Justin Brennan. He wants more billions of dollars for migrant services, more money to release thousands of Rikers Island detainees to the street. But when everybody who is a member of Common Sense Caucus said we need more money for different purposes, he said, no, we don't have money for more veteran services. We don't have money for this one. But immediately found money for this civilian committee under the Mayor's Office of Criminal Justice to review cases in Rikers Island and to release thousands of Rikers Island detainees to the streets. So money exists, but for the wrong way. Also, like, I don't believe it's a compassionate for migrants to be like sardines in elementary school gym in Coney Island. I protested this right away when I learned about it, and eventually they were taken away and brought to Roosevelt Hotel. But if we do not stop current policies, it will be like whole city will be flooded. It's already happening. And again, I completely disagree with all options should be on the table. It should be only one option. We need to prioritize New Yorkers and interests of our city residents. Before we will be flooded, people saying, oh, it's San Francisco's coming. It will be worse than San Francisco.
Well, you know, our city politicians shape our city policies. You are running against Justin Brennan. You were a Democrat. You switched over to the Republican side. Why did you do that? What made you do that?
I have a 19-year-old daughter, Victoria. Every time she leaves my apartment building, I'm very anxious, you know. I'm texting her often in the evening especially. Are you okay? Everything is safe? Look what happened like just recently in Cooper Union, you know, like, so I'm a son of Holocaust survivors. I believe that's outrageous. Like, this is not Germany pre-1933. This is New York City, for God's sake.
So what can they do? Because, I mean, obviously, protesting is part of freedom of speech, right? So what can be done on these college campuses? We saw it at Cooper Union. It happened at NYU, apparently, to another student there, where they felt unsafe. What can you do?
Our colleges should be free hate zones. This protest should not be in a library. If someone wants to protest, there is a process. You have to obtain a permit, you have to declare what's gonna be, like what kind of rally or march or parade, you know. It shouldn't be like banging in a library door, wanted to attack to get these Jewish students, you know. This is completely illegal in my opinion, and it shouldn't be allowed inside colleges.
So Bianca brought up the election. By the way, every single council person is up for election this year. Early voting starts Saturday. No excuse. Get out and vote. Contentious race with you and Justice Brennan. The big difference between the two of you.
The biggest difference, his solutions are destructive for our city. He's talking about like less police, more migrant shelters, more taxes, because it's inevitable to raise even more taxes if you do not stop current situation with migrant. So you need to
I mean, what can you do with the
taxes.
migrant situation? Seriously, what can you do when they're coming in buses every day?
So why we continue to accept these buses to begin with?
So you're saying you should just turn the buses away?
Absolutely, yes.
What
Because we
about
need to come to New York City in the right way. It should be legal immigration. It should be not chaos. Chaos is not a solution. Organized immigration.
Let me ask you
right
about
to shelter was for homeless New Yorkers, not for migrants.
For the right to shelter, which is still being held up in the court, a judge is kind of overseeing this right now. What can be done about that? Because once that changes, everything else might kind of follow.
We continue to create more and more incentives for everybody to come here illegally.
But how do we change the right to shelter law?
Right to shelter? In courts, first of all, again, mayor is already in courts, you know, like governor saying we need to change now, because it's inevitable. It could be changed easily. Again, city council should act as well. Like I propose solutions all the time, because that's why it's called common sense caucus. We need to suspend certain aspects of sanctuary city and inform ICE when it's a violent crimes committed by illegal immigrants. We cannot like say everybody's staying here no matter what. That's not how it works. We are a country of law. I came to America because it's a country based on law, not country based on chaos and Marxism.
Councilman Ari Kagan, thank you so much for coming on Good Day New York today.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.